you're flying in 2026, there are a few new travel rules you need to know before you get to the airport. And these are not the kind of things you want to figure out while you're standing at security, already stressed with a boarding pass in your hand. Some of these rules affect your ID. Some affect what you bring on the plane. Some affect power banks and portable chargers. And if you're traveling internationally, especially to Europe, there are new systems rolling out that could change how your trip works. So before you fly this year, here are the biggest travel rule changes you need to know. And if you want simple travel updates like this without having to dig through airline rules, TSA pages, and random travel forums, subscribe now, because this channel is here to make flying less confusing. The first major rule is Real ID. This one has been talked about for years, but now it actually matters. As of May 7th, 2025, TSA says state-issued driver's licenses and IDs that are not Real ID compliant are no longer accepted as valid ID at airport checkpoints for domestic flights. That means if you're flying inside the United States, you need a Real ID compliant license or another acceptable form of identification, like a passport. The easiest way to check is to look for the star on your driver's license. If you don't have that, do not assume you'll be fine just because you've flown with that ID before. The rules changed, and TSA is enforcing it now. And if you show up without a Real ID or another acceptable form of identification, there's now a paid backup option called TSA Confirm ID. Starting February 1st, 2026, back in February, TSA introduced Confirm ID as a way for travelers without acceptable ID to attempt identity verification. But here's the part people need to understand. It costs money, $45 to be exact, and verification is not guaranteed. So this is not something you want to rely on as your normal travel plan. This is more of a last resort if you're messed up kind of thing. The better move is simple. Check your ID before your trip and make sure it's a Real ID, or bring your passport. The second major rule change is about the FAA already says spare lithium batteries and power banks have to travel in the cabin, not in checked baggage. And if your carry-on gets gate checked, you are supposed to remove spare lithium batteries and power banks and keep them with you in the cabin. This matters because a lot of people throw chargers in their carry-on and then forget about them when the airline forces a gate check. That can become a problem fast. American Airlines has a new power bank rule starting May 1st, 2026, just recently. Passengers can carry up to 2 power banks, each rated at a maximum of 100 watt-hours. They also need to be kept within easy reach during the flight, like under the seat or in the seat back pocket, not buried in the overhead bin. The point is that if a lithium battery overheats, smokes, or catches fire, the crew needs to be able to respond quickly. So don't pack your power bank somewhere you can't access it. Southwest has gone even stricter. Effective April 20th, 2026, Southwest limits each passenger to 1 power bank, and it has to be in the cabin. It cannot be placed in checked luggage, and it cannot exceed 100 watt-hours. So if you're used to traveling with multiple portable chargers, you need to check your airline's rules before you fly. This is exactly the kind of thing that can change depending on the airline, and people are going to get caught off guard by it. The third rule is that power banks need to stay accessible. This is different from just saying you can bring one. Airlines are now paying attention to where these things are stored. Some airlines are telling passengers not to put them in the overhead bin. The reason is obviously safety. Lithium batteries can overheat, and if that happens, you don't want the battery buried above everyone else's head inside a packed bag. So the safest move in 2026 is to keep your power bank and your personal item under the seat. The fourth rule is about Europe travel. If you're traveling to Europe, there are 2 systems. People keep confusing. It's the EES and the ETIAS. EES is the entry-exit system, and ETIAS is different. ETIAS is the travel authorization system for visa-exempt travelers, and it's scheduled to start later than EES. For now, travelers need to be careful because there are scam websites and confusing posts making people think they need to apply immediately. Don't panic, don't use some random website. Use official EU sources, and make sure you understand which system actually applies to your trip. This matters because a lot of travelers here in Europe have new travel rules and assume everything starts immediately. That's not accurate. EES and ETIA are different systems with different timelines. EES is about recording entries and exits. ETIAS is a future travel authorization requirement. So if you're going to Europe this summer, don't just assume you know what you need. Check the official requirements before your trip. The fifth rule is about checked bags and carry-ons. This one is less about brand new government rules and stuff, and more about how airlines are enforcing existing rules. Full flights are forcing more people to gate check carry-ons, and that creates a problem. When travelers have power banks, medication, laptops, or important items packed in the wrong bag. So in 2026, you need to pack, assuming carry-on might not stay with you. Keep batteries, medications, IDs, passports, keys, and anything you cannot lose in your personal item. Not your roller bag. Because the second that roller bag gets gate checked, you may not have access to it again until after the flight. The sixth thing to watch is airline-specific rules. This is where travelers get burned. They assume one airline's rule applies everywhere, but in 2026, airlines are starting to handle things differently, especially with batteries, charging devices, bag checks, boarding rules, and what has to stay accessible during flight. So before you fly, check the actual airline you're flying, not just generic TSA rules. TSA controls airport security. Airlines control what happens once you're boarding and once you're on the plane. And the final rule is probably the most practical one. Stop waiting until the night before your trip to figure this stuff out. Travel in 2026 is less forgiving than it used to be. ID rules are stricter, battery rules are stricter, international systems are changing, airlines are enforcing more things at the gate. So the people who have the easiest travel days are not the ones who know every rule. They're the ones who check the important things before they get to the airport. So before your next flight, check your ID, check your power banks, check your airline's battery rules, check your Europe entry requirements if you're flying internationally, and pack your personal item like your carry-on. It might get taken from you at the gate. Because most travel problems in 2026 are not huge disasters. They're small rule changes that people didn't know about until it was too late. And that's what makes them so frustrating. If you're flying this year, save this video and send it to someone who has a trip coming up. And if you want quick practical travel updates without having to sort through every airline policy yourself, subscribe to the channel. I'll keep breaking down the rules, changes, mistakes, and travel hacks that actually matter before you get to the airport.